Hi guys, welcome back. Today's video is finally going to be a tutorial using the Huda Beauty New Nudes palette. I do have a review as well as the eye swatches. Those are like super extra detailed videos. You can check those up right up there in the little I button. Today is just a tutorial. It's a really simple, easy tutorial too. I know it looks a little extra glam, but it is only using 2 matte shades, 1 shimmer shade, and that is how I got this. I'll also be showing you my face makeup. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that I'm going to do is blend out my concealer, and I'm not going to set it. The concealer that I used is the Too Faced Born This Way concealer to clean up my brow and then just use it as a primer. And then I'm going to take my MAC 217 brush. This is the one that you guys see all the time in my eye swatch videos. And I'm going to take the darkest shade in here, which is called Love Bite. And I'm going to start applying this one on the crease area. And look at how intense this is. I'm going to apply this all the way to the inner corner and all the way out. As you can see, I'm not using any tape today, but I'm going to keep it kind of more like a round shape, not all the way out. And like I said, it's going to be a pretty easy using just 2 colors in here for the matte shades and then just 1 for the shimmer shade. With the same brush, I'm just blending just a tiny bit, not really, but it's not going to completely blend it out, but it's just going to lighten it a little bit right here on the edges. So with that one, and then I'm going to take my little blending brush. This is the MAC M514, and I'm going to use the color Lace, which is the mauve light purple right here. And the first one that I use is actually this one. I don't think I showed you, but I'm going to go ahead and just take a little bit on the brush and start blending towards the top. You really don't have to do that much to get the pigment that you want. It really shows up. Even though it's a light color, it really shows up. Let me move my mic. I feel like it gets covered up with the palette. So what was I saying? Yeah, I feel like the color really shows up even though it's a light shade. This palette really has shades that are super easy to blend. If you're interested in my review on it or my eye swatches, I'll have them linked in the little I button because that way you can see more details on this. But that is pretty much it. You see how it's not very hard to blend out? So I'm pretty happy with this palette. And also because I'm just wearing concealer. I didn't set it or anything, so it's like a wet base and it's still easy to blend. Now I'm going to take a little bit of Love Bite, which is the dark purple, and go over the edge just to continue the blending process. Okay, so now I'm going to take a little small pointy blending brush. This is the JH40, and I'm going to take the dark purple one more time. And I'm kind of going to look up and just apply this right here in my crease. I have been trying new methods to work with my eye shape. So yeah, I mean, this is nothing new. You're just like kind of looking up and using your actual crease to get that intense look right in there. But everybody has a different eye shape, but sometimes what I would do is just go a little too high with the dark shades, and by the time I blend everything, it's like way too high, and I'm trying not to do that. Not that it looks bad. I still like to do my like extra looks, but sometimes I don't, and I don't necessarily want to do that every time, so I'm just trying a few new things. So that is it for that one. I'm going to go back to my blending brush, and I'm not going to add any more color. I'm just going to blend out the edge a little bit. There. That is pretty much it. Those 2 shades and you're done. So now I'm going to take a little bit of the Huda Beauty concealer and I'm going to cut my crease with it. And I'm going to start on my cut crease and just basically do it the same, or try to do it the same shape as the other side. Okay, so I'm not going to look up. I'm just going to take my other brush to remove some of this concealer, some of the excess concealer. And like I said, I don't want to look up because I don't want to mess it up. Sometimes for this eye, I kind of go too high. I don't know. I feel like my eyelids can be a little bit different sometimes, or where it folds, it's not completely even. So I don't want to mess that part up. So I'm seeing that this one's a little bit more rounded in the inner part. So I'm just going to go over that part one more time to try to fix it. And I'm just going to remove that too. So I'm not going to use just the brush alone. I tried it already with this eye, and like I told you in my review, it does work much better with setting spray, but it works even better with glitter glue. So I'm going to take a little bit of my Too Faced glitter glue, and pretty much apply it right on top of the concealer. You don't want to do a thick layer because you don't want like product buildup, but you do want to make sure that you have it everywhere that you want it, because trust me, it's going to show up so much better with the next shade that I'm going to use. So I'm just taking this little flat brush. This is the JH42, and I'm going to go over the concealer. So there you go. And now I'm going to take the color Daydream, which is the light pink pearly shimmer shade in here. I don't remember what she calls them, but I'm gonna go ahead and apply this with a synthetic brush. And trust me, the color is going to show up way better than it does without anything, because this eyeshadow just doesn't stick on its own. You need something with it. Oh, now what I'm gonna do, now that I'm at the last layer of it, I'm gonna take some on my brush, and now I'm going to spray it with the makeup mist and go over the entire eye with it. And it does bring some glow to it. There we go. That is pretty much it. So now I'm going to go back to the dark purple shade, which is called Love Bite again, and apply this on the outer corner of the eye. And I'm also going to blend that into the shimmer shade. You do want to like go in a little bit, and it'll start transitioning and looking really good, like very faded. See that the effect that it gives? It looks really pretty. And I'm going to take my little brush here and just go over the edges just to make sure that everything keeps staying blended. I'll pack on a tiny bit more. And that is everything for the top. So now on the bottom, I'm pretty much just going to apply one shade, and it's going to be the same shade that I just used, which is the dark purple. And which is a dark purple, and I'm going to apply that on the lower lash line. Make sure you go a little low so that way you can really see it. And it looks like really round and purple all the way around. And then I'm going to take my Urban Decay waterline pencil. It's just the color black. And I'm going to apply this on my waterline. And then what I'm going to do, it's already like a little flat. I need to sharpen it. I'm just going to tap my lower lash line a little bit. Just like that. And then I'm going to blend it out again with the purple color. I'm going to go over that, and that just makes it look a little dark down there. And then once you apply the shadow, it makes it look smoky. I'm going to use my NYX matte liquid liner. Look at how pretty that looks. It really looks, it gives a nice contrast to the purple and the light eyelid shade. It's just completely black and pretty thick. So kind of like a very thick eyeliner, or a very thick wing. And I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm not going to talk though. I'm going to curl my eyelash. I'm going to apply a little bit of mascara. I'm going to use the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara and apply a thin layer of it. A little missing spot of eyeliner right here. And there you go. So I got my little tools here. The eyelashes that I'm going to use are the House of Lashes lashes, and these are from the Light collection. They look just like this. I've already used these before, but I just cleaned them so that way I can use them today. And I'm going to use the black, I always want to say mascara, the black eyelash glue, just like that. These are so good for my eye shape. I really love these. I got this, I've told you that many times, this pretty length, like longer in the center, and it just looks so good with my eyes. So now I'm going to curl my eyelash with my falsie on top of it. I need to blend just a tiny bit right here. Alright, so now I'm going to take a little bit of my spray, this Tatcha spray, and I'm going to spray it on my beauty blender and just apply it all over my face. I already had moisturizer, which was the new Drunk Elephant, not new, but new to me, my new Drunk Elephant moisturizer that I'm trying out. And I'm going to use my Maybelline Master Prime primer today. You're probably tired of seeing this one because I use it all the time, but it really gives me a smooth base to work on. So for foundation today, I'm going to use the Maybelline Makeup Forever. That's not what I'm going to use. And for foundation, I'm going to use the Maybelline 24 Hour Super Stay Coverage. And I have it in the color Classic Ivory. This is going to give you a really matte finish, a really full coverage matte finish. So far right now, this one is one of my favorites from the drugstore. And I already cleaned up my brows on top, so I don't need to do that today, but usually I will with like a little brush. Now for concealer, I'm going to use the Makeup Revolution Supersize Concealer. And I have it in the color C5, which is my perfect shade, I feel. I think I got a good tone. I ordered it online and I wasn't sure, but I've had a good luck with my online orders for foundations and concealers. I need a mirror. A little mirror though. Oh well, I got the palette right here. The makeup mirror is kind of short. And then it reflects because it's like double-sided, so. Alright, so now I'm gonna, my nose is itchy. I'm gonna use my CoverGirl powder. I'm gonna apply it with my Beauty Blender, like bake underneath my eyes, and then I'm gonna set my entire face using my Beauty Blender too. I feel like it's quicker. I don't have to grab another brush, and it looks really pretty. You're just like puts it there and it stays there. It just looks really good. I'm gonna make sure that my cheeks are really set because I'm gonna go in with the bronzer and stuff, or else it won't blend out. For bronzer today, I'm gonna use this one from the Glamingo palette by Violet Voss. So I'm gonna take the color Bronze Goddess, and I'm gonna use this contour brush because it's smaller, and this bronzer is really pigmented, so I'm gonna work slowly. And if I grab my big brush, it's going to be a lot because it's really intense. So I'm just gonna build up the color as I want it. Build up the color and build up exactly where I want to put it. It's a really pretty warm bronzer. I like it a lot. And like I said, you can definitely build this one up because it'll show up. Trust me. Because y'all know I always love using my bronzer brush, but not today. I know my limits. I know my limits with different bronzers, so I know I can easily just pack on a bunch of bronzer with this bronzer in particular. Some other ones are just like really user friendly and like you can go all in and it'll be just fine. You can always blend it out, but this one is just really, it's easy to blend and everything, but it is really intense. And for blush, I'm gonna use this one right here that I haven't used in a long time. This is a Becca palette, and this one is called Wisteria. It's such a pretty mauve pink shade, and I haven't used it in a long time, and I think it'll look really good with this eye look. I'm gonna use my JH04 brush, and this one has a little bit of a sheen to it, but it is so pretty. Highlight today, I'm gonna use the one from the Hourglass palette, and that one is the Strobing. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called, right? Yeah, the metallic strobe powder. Just applied a little bit on my brush, and I'm gonna spray my brush to just make it even more intense. Why not? And I'm gonna go ahead and apply this everywhere. Made my brush a little too wet. My brush is still a little wet, so I'm not spraying it again. Place on my nose, and it's also a really good color for me. And on my forehead here. As always, using a little brush for the bridge of my nose and for my Cupid's bow. Apply a little bit on my brow bone. Like just right there, the little corner there. I'm going to take a pointy brush and apply this on my inner corner. And then before I am completely done, I need to apply mascara on my lower lashes. Again, it's the same mascara, the IT Cosmetics one. And then for the lips, I'm going to use this one again. This one is called Uncuffed. I think I used this one in a recent tutorial, but it was either this or the Tarte one, and that one I've used it a lot too. So we're just going to go with this one, which is a very pretty shade. This is the Fenty Beauty Lip Stunna, the mauve nude shade. So this is the complete look. I hope you guys liked it using the Huda Beauty New Nudes palette. I am going to be doing more tutorials with it using other shades in here, especially some of those pretty mauve light colors in here, as well as the ones on the bottom, which are just beautiful. Like I said, I do have a full review on this as well as the eye swatches, so if you're interested in more details, you can always check out those videos. But as for today, that is everything. I hope you guys liked it and found it easy. Again, it was just 2 matte shades, 1 shimmer shade. I think that was pretty easy, but you let me know what you think about it in the comment section. And thank you so much for watching another one of my videos. I will see you in my next one. Bye.